Every anime series always consists of at least one of the most remarkable and very well-known characters who went through so many difficulties and the hardest time of their lives. After all the disastrous moments, it makes them who they are, which they become the strongest, most powerful, and bravest soul in the anime series. Moreover, they show us how tough life can be, and not to give up at the slightest moment because you never know, behind every successful student there is a deactivated Facebook account. These characters were admired by millions of fans from all over the anime kingdoms. People are going crazy about their charming appearances and their fantastic abilities. There are so many reasons supporting the statement on how these characters should be listed to be on the top 10 legendary characters in anime of all time. So before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and press on that bell icon, as it is all to be notified about our latest videos. And coming in at number 10 is Portgas D.Ace from One Piece. Ace tended to never back down from a fight, saying that he would never run once facing an enemy. Ace was confident and fearless when confronting his opponents, even when they were extremely powerful people such as Whitebeard or admirals like Aokiji or Akainu. Ace was the initiative behind Luffy. He was the inspiration behind Luffy. He was the one who pushed Luffy to get stronger. Without him, Luffy wouldn't become the person he is today. He saved Luffy multiple times, but then he ended up dying a hero in the battle for Marineford in Luffy's arms. The fact that he died with a smile on his face still had fans choking up. He was one of the most important people in the show, and as one of the strongest and most highly regarded pirates, and the character that brings fun and joy to the anime, it was hard for viewers to forget about this very charming legend of all time. Fans were wondering how far the character could have gone if he lived on. And coming in at number 9, we have Madara from Naruto. Madara was the most powerful Uchiha ever, before Sasuke became an adult. He's been around during the Warring States period and the Konoha's inception. He became the leader of one of the most powerful clans in the shinobi world. He fought the first Hokage with the 9 tails and was one of the first to unlock the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Within that, he was also the only person who achieved the ability to unlock the Rinnegan. His name deserved to be etched in history, because he was almost on the same level as the first Hokage, who was considered a god of shinobi, refers to shinobi with incredible power, hailed as the strongest in their respective area. He was legendary and was enough to start a world war, since he is a higher than Hokage level threat. And at number 8 we have Erwin Smith from Attack on Titan. Being the commander of the Survey Corps, his leadership skills were so good that everyone willingly followed him to battle. Erwin's goal was to see the rise of humanity in the world once again. He doesn't like the idea of living in fear within the walls. He wanted to end the Titan domination once and for all. Erwin Smith deserves to be a legend through his actions in sacrificing himself for the sake of humanity. With only a single chance to take down the Beast Titan, Erwin used himself and his fellow soldiers as cannon fodder, commencing a one-way rush that inevitably led to him being blown apart by incoming debris. Damn those scattered pieces of rocks! To make matters worse, when it came to one chance to have his life restored via Titan Serum, it was ultimately passed on to Armin, because Levi remembers Erwin's desire to give up his dreams and die with the recruits killed earlier. And at number 7 we have Kakashi from Naruto. For many reasons, Kakashi was one of the most powerful ninjas we saw at the start of the series. He mastered using the Sharingan and was able to teach Uchiha how to use his initiative. Despite having a tragic past and losing everyone he loves one by one, Kakashi doesn't become a psychopath, a bad guy, and doesn't choose revenge. He rather accepts everything, learns from his past experiences, and continues living while placing hope in the younger generation. In order to satisfy the village's needs, he sacrificed himself to be a Hokage, which he hated so much for 13 years. He never once lived for himself, never dreamed of anything for himself. He lived his entire life for the sake of others and never complained about it. The man lost a lot, and the most heartbreaking moment was when he told Sasuke about his loss, but with a smile. That just made you feel even more sadder for him. At number 6 we have Itachi from Naruto. Man, we got a lot of people from Naruto on this list. From a young age, Itachi was calm and insightful, showing noticeable maturity for his age and knowledge on how to deal with every situation. Itachi was composed and observant. He thought very quickly and remained calm in a fight. He was highly proficient in all three main ninja skill sets and gained praise from his allies. The thing that makes Itachi legendary is that he put all his feelings aside for the greater good of the village. He had to kill his entire clan, his own parents, who always loved him, believed in him, and always was proud of him, received nothing but hatred from his little brother, and was determined a traitor for life. He had to become an Akatsuki member in order to keep his village safe. Even in death, he ended up being a major reason for the victory of the allied shinobi forces, but received no recognition for it. He was forced with a great burden at a very young age, but still died smiling. He never got to experience a moment of happiness. That made the fandom respect, love, and cry for a man who had to bear the title of a traitor even though he was still part of the Konoha. At number 5, we have Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist. Unlike the characters that were mentioned, Edward is the youngest, and also one of the characters that inspired and had caught a lot of attention. He was only 12 when he tried to revive his mother. He had to suffer the loss of an arm and a leg, while his brother lost his entire physical body. Despite all the trauma, he still remains one of the most optimistic, caring people in the whole anime. Edward once said something rough to Rose and Lawyer because he doesn't want her to suffer hell like he did. He likes to help people because he doesn't want other people to suffer the same fate as his. Due to his selflessness, he's willing to give up parts of his body to get his brother's body back when the human transmutation fails in the first episode. In fact, the only thing driving him throughout this journey is to get Al's body back. He will do what he thinks is right, and will always avoid doing anything that contradicts his philosophy and beliefs. This young man was extremely smart, was the closest person to actually discovering the Philosopher's Stone, and, well, this guy became the youngest state alchemist. And just saying, he is considered as the most powerful as well. He's mature beyond his years because he was forced to grow up almost overnight. At number 4, we have Zoro from One Piece. Another One Piece character. Zoro is known as Pirate Hunter Zoro. The swordsman uses a unique 3-sword fighting style. He is considered the second most powerful member of the Straw Hat Pirates next to Luffy. Zoro is usually distant with the crew as he frequently trains in the lookout or sleeps, only coming out to tell Luffy, Usopp, and Chopper to quiet down, or when the crew gathers together, he often gets into a fight with his crewmates, especially Nami and Sanji. Despite all the arguments, they all know that deep down Zoro has a big heart and is always ready to protect his comrades, whenever they are in danger, even at the cost of his own life. Without a second thought, he was willing to trade his life for Luffy's when Kuma first attacked the Straw Hats and he knocked Sanji unconscious when the latter tried to intervene. Zoro was more than a friend, more than a crewmate, more than a first mate, but a brother. He stands side by side with Luffy as a pillar for his captain to lean and to rely on. The man's sacrifice made him the most respected and beloved character of the series. A favorite to many fans, Zoro is well noted for being an extremely powerful and deadly addition to the crew. Oh, and he is well documented as a total cool badass in general. Number 3, we have Light Yagami from Death Note. What would happen if you give a high school student a notebook that can kill anyone? Light Yagami wanted to extinguish all the criminals in his world by using the powerful Death Note that he had just found. After acquiring the book, he became Kira, a criminal killer with a god complex and a genius-level intellect. His ability to calculate, misdirect, manipulate his enemies' moves makes him one of the smartest characters to ever exist. His obsession with justice fueled him to commit mass murdering, but it's also the reason why he crossed paths with L, a mysterious world-class detective who was hired to investigate the Kira's case. With each encounter, Kira has brought this anime series some of the craziest moments and scenes to the audience. At number 2, we have Levi from Attack on Titan. Curious to know why Levi is the most iconic character in history? A humanity's strongest soldier as well as the captain of the Scouting Legion Division and the Special Operations Squad, Levi Ackerman. Levi grew up in a horrible environment, starting with the death of his mother, being raised by a psychopath who then left him on his own with the cruelty of the world, and he had to adapt. He was in fights from an early age. Basically, he learned to survive on his own. Levi never blamed anyone for all of his losses, and Levi keeps fighting with his own power, quietly, while bearing all his pains and burdens. He fights for humanity. Even though he has so many painful memories which keeps him awake at night, they give him strength, and that's why he is always ready to take action when calamity strikes. He's second on our top list because Levi is someone who managed to rise above their circumstances, and instead of whining about how horrible they are, he learned from them, took the best out of a bad situation, and moved on stronger and better, all the while in pain. And number 1 goes to Lelouch from Code Geass. Despite the character's highly intelligent and also calm, sophisticated, and arrogant personality, in battle, Lelouch is very cold and tactical. He is willing to sacrifice anyone, civilians and military alike, if that is what it takes to achieve the objective. Although he had done numerous amount of bad things, he wanted to help the person he loved, and to varying degrees throughout the story. Some of his moments of genius have also caused him great loss and tragedy. Yet, in the end, he managed to turn all of that loss and all of that tragedy, and all the pain and scars he inflicted into something worthwhile. You could say he actually won. Lelouch saved the world. He sacrificed his life, which many people believe is the most heroic thing someone can do. The ending is still naive, but it's the heart-clenchingly beautiful kind. This is what makes this charismatic character legendary. Alright everyone, that's it for today. Don't forget to tell me your opinion in the comments section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit that like button, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to support me, then become a member of this channel and enjoy exclusive content that I make for members only. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.